We are live, Mr. Mapina.
Yeah, talk. Welcome back. Welcome back. We are live on this evening. We are live on a Monday evening. Welcome back, everyone. And let's get started. The show is live. The show is on. Welcome
Yeah,
to Empire Crypto TV.
yeah,
Stone, how are you, my man?
yeah, yeah. Crypto King, it's been a long time having you on the show. Welcome back yourself.
Yeah,
How
always
you
on the
doing?
background, man. I'm always there. Just that I'm on the background, man.
You are a very busy man with new projects that you have been creating in the crypto space. You are also one of the pioneers in the African space in the continent, connecting everyone. You know,
Absolutely. How's it going with the platform, and how's it going with the show?
our show is going well. You know, you had some powerful interviews. We had queens coming in here. You had metaverse experts. You had digital marketers. You had, these big timers that are doing big things in the crypto space. And they've been, powerful shows that have empowered people all around the crypto space that this platform is able to provide, and and we are making new heights in the channel as well as we are climbing into the new levels, of broadcasting. Man. But now I'm just looking at the market.
Great stuff. Welcome, everyone. As usual, guys, do say something on the comment section if you want to know any topic or you have got some questions that you want to understand. Do say so on the comment section. Let's engage. Let's talk, guys. It's all about growing together, going up together, learning from each other. So let's not skip that stage. It's very much important. Oh yes, John. How's the market going, bro? It's been some painful weeks, some painful
Hmm.
days.
Yeah.
How's it going? Are we still there? Can you
Hey, man.
let's check? Let's check out what's happening.
Hey, the market is still as painful as you say, man. As you see there is that bearish engulfing candlestick that just formed today. I'm looking at the daily chart for the BTC, and we are getting a smash, man. It's blood on the streets, man. I can even share some news with you on what's happening with the market and now. But before that, before we go any further or explaining any more technical analysis, let's first looking at the coin market cap, if you don't mind.
No, let's go through, man. Let's check what's
Let's
happening.
see. It's blood on the streets, but let's see what's happening with these top 10s coins that we are seeing currently. Right there, man, you can see blood on the streets everywhere. It's not so nice looking. Just want to look at the overall coin market cap. I think we are trading 1.2 trillion. How you feel about that? It's lower than it's an all-time low. Even last week, we were trading at 1.3, but now down to 1.2. So the coin or the market or the crypto market is getting a heavy knock, as you can see.
Yeah.
Crypto,
I was hoping by this time the market would be taking a different direction, but I see we still on the red, man. There's still blood on the
hey,
street. What's happening?
still there.
Are we in a long bear market, or
Oh,
it's just those movements of the market? Of course, the market moves up, the market moves down.
mm, of course, man. The market moves up, the market moves down, but right now the market is down. That's what I can say. You know what's happening? Also, technically speaking, there's been a series of engulfing candlestick, bearish engulfing candlestick there from the top there, and another one bearish engulfing. And right now we are witnessing another bearish engulfing. Whereas the day before, on the weekend or Saturday and Sunday, the market was trying to come up, as you can see, with these two candlesticks, because I'm looking at the daily chart. You must remember for the daily chart, for each candlestick represents a day. So on the Saturday, on the Sunday, the market was was on the bullish run. Then come opening the markets on the Monday this morning, the market has been going down all the way until this afternoon, as we are experiencing it right now. Bitcoin is trading at less than $30,000 per coin, which is still a position of trials. And I have my support and resistance right in between that price line. Right there, my resistance is at 31,000 or at least above 30,000 per coin. And then my support level currently is at $26,000 per coin. I can't even believe that it went as low as 25,000 per coin. Like you were saying, you were expecting things to start to be turning around. As you can see, the weekend was looking to be promising, but eventually it took a knock. I don't know how. What's your take on that?
Well, it was a big knock. I mean, from the fundamentals were too strong. The bears that were actually led by the Terra situation, they were very strong. I mean, they knocked Bitcoin to the levels of $25,000. It was not a happy situation. It was not an easy way. But look, I do not. Well, the market is still struggling to go up, but I don't see it really falling again unless there is another, catastrophe where it can actually take the markets down again. But at this point, if there are no negative news, fundamentals that are not really good for the market, it will strike you, of course, around those levels. It's not like Bitcoin will just start shooting up, going up. It's still like any other market, buy and sell, supply and demand, going up and down. Yeah, well.
Yeah, you see, that catastrophe was also brought by the fact that the Federal Reserve Bank some time ago raised interest rates, and it affected the market. So slowly by surely, the market was getting hit then and then. And then that Terra Luna situation came up. Also remember reading that when they lost almost 99.9% of their strength, and Terra Luna took a sudden crash. But now I am reading new news about Terra Luna, new updates now on the Terra Luna, looking to come back to the market. I don't know if it's the sign of a new bullish turn. Maybe we are seeing something new that we might experience. Look at this article, for instance, Terra Luna up more than 3,300%. Is Terra ecosystem back on track? If it comes back on track, it could be a good thing for the entire crypto space. And the cryptocurrency witnesses a recovery phase. Luna goes up by 3,000% during the weekend, and this happened during the weekend, like we saw, like with Bitcoin, having that green candlestick forming up. Apparently, it also showed that the market is coming back strong again. But looking at BTC, that strong red candlestick that we are seeing that has formed just today. But let us hear what the news said. Terra Luna, the cryptocurrency which had nearly wiped out. You know what they mean? I can take you what they mean. I can take you there what they mean. Nearly wiped out. This is the situation with Luna when you are looking at the chart. When you're looking at the exchanges that Binance at the Binance exchange, you can see that knock right there, that bearish trend that happened. This is Luna versus USD, which is a stable coin. You can see that Terra Luna took a knock, and you can see right there at the bottom, there's not even candlesticks forming. Even news came out on last week Friday announcing that they are taking out Luna out of the exchanges after it lost so much, after it lost that 99.9% last week Friday. But now we are seeing this situation, and I can still see numbers that Terra Luna is worth like 0.0000, quite at a very small and significant position. There's nothing happening right there. Candlesticks are not even forming. Is this resurrection going to happen? If it happens, maybe we'll start seeing some candlestick forming. But for now, looking at the main exchange that is called the Binance, the action is pretty low, and I wouldn't say volatility. In fact, there's no even candlesticks action taking place because of what happened last week Friday. But now, There's news that coming out here. As per data from CoinGecko, the crypto reached a high of 0.0. You see now it reached at 5 point something there, but we're seeing another, that's what we are seeing also on the chart, indicating towards a debris to hubris kind of situation. The cryptocurrency rebounded after Do Kwon, founder of Terraform Labs, released a recovery plan, TerraUSD and Terra Luna amid and crash of the Terra block. So Do Kwon admitted in the blog post that the network decentralized stablecoin TerraUSD had lost community's faith. So it's a pretty tough situation looking at Luna. What is your take, Mr. Crypto King? I know you also been following these kind of news regarding Luna.
It's a mixed emotions on the community, on the markets. There are some groups that still back the Terraform Foundation, who still believe it can still come up. You know, you still believe that it can still rise. But there are also another group that believes, especially I've listened to so many YouTubers, they not really in favor of these Terra Luna rising, the plans that have been put there by the founder to say this is what it's gonna do to make it come back, So I've seen a lot of people who still trading Terra Luna, in fact, still like buying Terra Luna, saying, okay, guys, buy, it's gonna make a lot of money. And for sure, some people have made money in the past 24 hours to 48 hours by buying Terra Luna and exiting at some point, at some stage,
Yeah.
Look, it's a wait and see game. I actually believe you just have to wait and see until everything stabilizes, until everything comes clear, and that's where we're gonna see the direction of what this project is all about, where this project is going. But for now, there's still so much cloud. You can't really trade on these conditions,
Yeah. You can't trade on these conditions, most definitely. You might lose your money unless maybe you have faith in the project. Maybe buy it at its earlier at this point where it's most cheapest. Maybe you can gain a whole lot more. Another news that came out as well regarding the cryptocurrency space. I'm looking at the Ethereum Analysis, which is number 2 of the cryptocurrency space, with its own support and resistance right there. Ethereum against the USDT, just 2002 per coin, just $2,002 per coin. And it looks to be going down. Also taking a knock, just like the Bitcoin, moving together, also having that engulfing bearish candlestick. Now, what's happening here with Ethereum is that it got the community worried about the performance of Ethereum itself, of what's going to happen. So it is a possibility that we might be facing a very difficult time ahead of us. How so? Because other analysts coming out for the Ethereum analysis, particularly, Ethereum is big enough to affect the market. Okay, the article coming out. Okay, you've got something to say there?
Yeah, look, I want to ask you how decentralized is this market whenever a single project falling can affect the whole market, the whole crypto market. A single project having a bad time, then it goes to affect the whole market. How decentralized is this market in such scenarios?
This market is indeed becoming, in a sense, if I would say, more and more centralized, because you must realize now these markets are also moving in a hurdle with the stock market, but not quite exactly, if I should say, because there are situations whereby the stock market would be down and the crypto would be doing very well. And the only time when they get affected, the two of them, is when maybe the Reserve Bank or the government gets involved. Because when the Federal Reserve Bank announced its raising of interest rates, the entire market was affected, whether it be forex, stocks, or cryptocurrencies. But in this situation whereby we have cryptocurrencies, whereby we have a situation of decentralizations, it is the monetary regulations that have been put in place. You must remember now, there's also monetary regulations and regulatory rules that are spreading all over the world because of crypto. Because now the government has realized that the cryptocurrencies are taking place and now are taking over. Now they are looking into regulating it. And while they are doing that, it's affecting the market because a lot of people will be skeptic, taking away their money, and a lot of trading volume will decrease. That's what also happened within the cryptocurrency space. A lot of trading decrease, did not take part. That's why we are seeing lack of volatility, because now a lot of exchanges have to go through these regulations, these laws that they have to uphold from time to time. So the system or the market is affected slowly by such things. But over and above, now you have like projects like the Ethereum network saying, in danger of 25% crash as Ether price forms a classic bearish technical pattern. Ether price risk declining further despite rebounding over 20% in the last 3 days. So these are type of news that are happening within. These are type of news that are coming out regarding crypto. Ether price to 1.5. Currently, we saw it was 2002 per coin. But now it's said to be that it might hit 1,500. ETH's price has been consolidating since May 11th inside a range of defined by two converging trend lines. Its sideways move coincides with a drop in trading volumes and underscoring the possibility that Ether versus US dollar is painting a bear peanut. That's what's the type of news that are coming out right there. I don't know if you can comment on that. Do you think we should be looking into that? Maybe 1.5 Bitcoin now, it's at 2003.62. Ethereum, so to say.
Well, the markets are uncertain at this point in time, especially with what's happening. But my question to you is, would you say this market, there's so much manipulation? Mind you, the fundamentals that are coming through, some of them, they're actually been, cooked by people, by bigger people, by big figures. When they get announced, those figures will have already positioned themselves on the market. They're already profiting from the market, which is when they say buy the rumors and sell the news. Buy the rumor and sell the news. When Elon Musk is about to say something crazy, he knows that the market is going to react. Obviously, he's already positioned himself into the market. But on the broader space, it seems like there's manipulation of the market. I mean, that's what happens. Even Terra Luna, we don't know the extent of this problem to the deeper ends, but to find out the owners, the guys had already priced themselves, positioned themselves into the market before it happened, before anything was actually announced or anything was seen moving. We find out they already positioned themselves. So my big question is there a manipulation of some sort in this market?
Of course, manipulation and power, of course, and control most deterring. How so? Because I was also like numb about the fact that this Federal Reserve Bank of United States, or the Reserve Bank, Colin Powell, who is the chairman right there, raising interest rates affected the entire landscape of the market. I mean, like, we are still in that stage whereby the cryptocurrency is still affected by fundamental analysis more than its technical speed. Because there were times where Bitcoin could have went up to 50,000 per coin or $45,000 per coin. Up until when something was said. Up until when it was something it was said, I can tell you, I can take even back in the day when we had that bottom line, that double bottom, the market stretched right up right there. I'm talking about crypto, and then all of a sudden we're just getting a knock, and that knock has went way below, way below. And this is not because there is no projects in crypto. There are many projects that are happening in crypto, positive projects that are happening, new developments that are taking place, but it is only just by word of mouth or fundamental analysis that has controlled the market. The same way, like you say, that Elon Musk has made crypto to go up until the Bitcoin went to at least, I think, up to nearly $70,000 per coin. It's because he was accepting Bitcoins for his Tesla's cars, and that has caused the market to go right up. Now, also another side, you have Colin Powell, who just wanna decrease interest, who's gonna raise interest rates or decrease interest rates. That also affects the market as well. So, but me, what I see is also the fact that more and more cryptocurrencies are somehow coming into grasp with people around, in and around, and people are starting to accept cryptocurrencies. Hence, that's why they get affected, because there's a lot of investments and there's a lot of market activity. Market activity and market volatility is what we are praising at this point in time. Though the coin might be down, but it is the time that maybe someone will take an opportunity and buy the crypto while it's its early stages or while it's still cheap, and then we'll just, of course, like you say.
Yes. There was a question someone asked on Facebook and said, if there is a recession that amount to 2008 recession, if you recall, if you remember, 2008 recession, which assets are safe haven? You know, he listed few of them. He said stocks, crypto or gold, you know, commodities like gold. What would you say? Because someone responded and said crypto, but the argument was like crypto, looking at what has happened and what always happen whenever the stocks are down, the crypto always goes down. You know, it follows the other markets, so it becomes a bit risky again. I expected this market, I expected crypto to be independent, to be decentralized in such a way that it moves you know, different from these other markets, not to follow these other markets. I would be expecting when cryptos are going down, when stocks are going down, cryptos will be thriving, will be going up. That's how we can actually gain more hope on the market. So what would you say on that?
The thing is, like you said before, this someone who asked, okay, commodities are going up. Usually, what happens is when these financial assets are losing power, like your stocks or crypto, they normally investors go for commodities like your oil, your gold, and other commodities and indices. But mostly it's commodities that take a lot of attention when the cryptos and stocks and the likes are taking a knock during the market. So it's a very, very if I should say surprising thing to see now crypto being handled with the stocks. At some point, you can take them like they are stocks, cryptos, but them moving together is something that I am trying to figure out even now, because stocks are companies. Facebook is a company that you know, okay, there is Facebook, there is the CEO, Mark Zuckerberg. But when you come to crypto, Bitcoin, I don't know who's running or who's in. Bitcoin is unique, if I should say, like you are saying. It's decentralized and it's unique, and it shouldn't be so affected by the market the way it is affected by it. So it is also like within us as researchers trying to figure out like what causes this hurdle. But me, at some point, I just thought, okay, maybe it's because of the dollar. it has to do with the fact that with the dollar, because both assets, whether it be stocks or cryptocurrencies, they both are using the dollar. People are, if I want to buy bitcoins or cryptocurrencies, I'll have to buy them using the dollar. And it is within that strength of the dollar that is affecting the market. So if things like, say, for instance, like the war in Ukraine, when it took place, obviously, if I want my money and I need to move out of the country because of the war, I'll have to take my bitcoins. And because not everyone is accepting bitcoins as a form of payment, or Bitcoin is a legal tender, I'll have to go and withdraw all of my money that I invested in Bitcoin so that I can have local currencies and go travel elsewhere and spend money, and so that I can provide for my family, especially if I'm running away from a catastrophe like wars and stuff like that. So a lot of people, if you raise interest rates, for instance, to all-time highs, a lot of people want their local monies, and the borrowing power and the lending of money is less. Now people don't have enough for them to go borrow to the banks. So what they do, they go and release their dollars or their local currencies out of their investments from BTC, or whether it be stocks, and so that they can have fiat currencies in their bank accounts so that they can spend them in a very difficult period. That's how I take it, because it's also another investment platform, not yet a legal tender. But as soon as Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies become legal tender for spending and buying and so forth, maybe we will start seeing a difference between cryptocurrencies and stocks.
I see. Yeah, well, that's the market. Look, the market goes down, the market goes up. And you just mentioned that the movement is correlated with the USD, which is one factor. Obvious, it's when the USD, the dollar is getting affected. Obviously, the Bitcoin market also gets affected, and also remember, the same people who are trading the crypto are the same people who are in the stocks. So it's human being, it's human nature. When the fear struck, it struck the whole markets, the whole industry, the financial markets as a whole. So when there is a fear, the whole people, they, react differently, react otherwise. So as much as Bitcoin, it's not really controlled by, a central authority, but it's controlled by people. And who are those people? It's us. We get feared, we get scared at some point. We FOMO out at some point, So yeah, that's what moves these markets.
Yeah. No, that's what moves the markets, man. It's serious when someone has that power and the strength to be able to raise it up and to bring it down. But let's see what happens in the near future as we are accept more after this period, because after this very strong bearish period, we're gonna also be experiencing a strong bullish period afterwards. Maybe people having to buy into, maybe the elites or the people who are big enough, maybe they are just dropping the price to make it cheap enough so that they can accumulate as much cryptocurrencies as they can, and then they start seeing the market start shooting up, and then they can be able to accumulate. Like Terra Luna, maybe the owners of Terra Luna or private investors of Terra Luna are buying so much Terra Luna, knowing that, okay, the project, when it's good to go, they will see a boom. And when they see a boom, and then they will yield profits in this trade.
Yeah. There is a question there. I'm sure if you can respond to it. Someone is asking if so Luna will come back alive in the near future. Look, to me, I'll say it will depend with the plans, with the founders behind. We don't know what the founders are thinking at this point in time. It might be an exit strategy, what happened, or it might be a tragedy that happened. But it will depend on what. So investing on Terra Luna at this point in time is gambling. It's 50-50, you know. It's gonna come back or it's not gonna come back. It's just gonna, you know, stay there with those zeros, or it's still gonna come back. So it's taking chances. Whatever decision you might take at this point in time, you might buy it now, a lot of it, and then it does well, it really comes back and make you rich. That would be a good chance that you would have taken. But also, it might go other way around. What would you say, Stone?
To be honest, I have a feeling that the Terra Luna project might have been brought down on purpose, because there's no way that these guys who are doing this project are just looking at the project and going down. There are times when people have to strangle certain instruments so that they can see a massive boom, a massive return on their project. So I think there's a strategy in whatever is happening with Luna. I don't think Luna is the end. This is the end of the project. The project is too good. Yoga Labs themselves, if I should say, Terraform Labs, sorry. Okay, let me just go down. Okay, on this article, the guy, this is the name of the guy, Do Kwon, admitted in the blog post that the network's decentralized stablecoin TerraUSD had lost community's faith. So he knows what's happening. He knows that they were going to lose faith. You know what I'm saying? So they have dropped that Luna for a good reason. And then when it comes back again, once accumulated, maybe their first phase of the project maybe was like to say, okay, we can see that this project can perform. It has potential. So at some point in time, we're going to just sell it off, and then selling it off and then rebuying it with much greater strength. That's my take on Luna. I think Luna is coming back. I won't be surprised to see it as one of the strongest cryptocurrencies, because right now, currency levels are changing. Solana has dropped to its 9th position from its 6th position. No, to its 8th position, I mean to say. From its 6th position, taken over by XRP, Cardano, and Solana, just went down to the 8th position. So I think there's a plan with regarding to Luna, unlike anything else.
All right, no, great stuff. Great evening, viewers. We are live at Temper Crypto TV. We are talking the current news, current affairs, what's happening in the markets. All right, Stone, we saw that El Salvador is inviting different countries to its country so that they can discuss Bitcoin. Did you see those news?
Yeah, I kind of saw like they sort of having like a conference, I think. Trying to, especially the president, the leader of El Salvador, is trying to encourage business within his country, because the economy of El Salvador was suffering a lot. So it's a third world country, and most third world countries are falling into crypto and abandoning their weak domestic fiat currencies, if I should say. Trying to buy into cryptocurrencies. So it's a massive agent a call for people so that they can get all of this attention about their countries using cryptocurrencies. Hopefully they can make business out of it.
Look, I think if it finally happens, it's good for the industry. It's good for the crypto market. You know, it paves the way for proper respect for this industry, for proper regulation of this industry. So it's a step further. Let's see once it happens how the market will react.
No, we'll see what will happen. Yeah, after this El Salvador situation, we'll see how the market will come about, and yeah, we'll see what's going to happen. But I wouldn't bet on it too much. We still need more in order for the market to bounce back to its original position.
All right. Anything else on your side?
No, I'm closed down. I'm looking. The only thing I can say is that I'm waiting for that support and resistance breakthrough, but hopefully it will be a resistance so that we can start seeing some bullish trends. The market has been on a red alert, and cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, trading at less than 30,000 per coin. That's all I can say. Let's see what happens in the next 24 hours when we meet again here at Empire Crypto TV.
Great stuff, great stuff. That was the market. That was the analysis. Thank you so much for coming through, guys. We are live again tomorrow, Tuesday evening, 7 p.m. with a different discussion, different topic. Let's meet again. Please do not forget to subscribe on our YouTube channel. Go on to Empire Crypto TV and press that subscription button. Subscribing doesn't mean you'll be paying money, but it means you are on the advantage side whereby when we go live, you get that notification that we are live, and then you join us and we make this show an awesome one. Thank you so much.
Thank you.